Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're digging into something really practical, moving up the property ladder, going from a smaller house to maybe a bigger, nicer one. We'll look at why where you buy is so important and all the good things that come with upgrading. And we're getting some great insights here from revolveestate.com.
That's right. The idea today is really to help you see why picking the right spot for your new place and really understanding the perks of a bigger home, why that can be a super smart move for your future.
We'll touch on what makes a house worth more, especially in a place like Bloemfontein.
Okay, let's unpack that first part, location. RevolveEstate.com really stresses this. It sounds like where a house is, that's like the number one thing. It really changes the price tag.
It absolutely does. And what's interesting based on what we see is, good schools, nice parks, shops close by, those matter. Think about somewhere like Langenhoven Park in Bloemfontein. Those kinds of areas often see house prices go up. And it's not just that, it's also like, are there new roads coming? Is it easy to get around? That can boost a whole neighborhood. Right, so practical stuff matters too. Like if your house is near a good hospital or say a bus stop, that helps.
Oh, definitely. Those are big pluses for a lot of people. Convenience is key.
Okay, that makes sense. So moving on from location, why actually upgrade? What are the real tangible benefits? Is it just about having more rooms?
Well, that's a big part of it, of course. More space is often the main driver. Maybe going from 2 bedrooms to 3 or even more. That gives you room for a growing family, maybe space for a home office, which is super relevant now.
And it's more than just empty rooms, right? We're talking about the quality of the space too. This is where it gets interesting for daily life.
Exactly. Think about like a brand new kitchen with modern appliances or updated bathrooms that feel, nicer. Maybe even a proper garden or a patio. Space to relax or for kids to play outside. It's really about making everyday living more comfortable, more enjoyable.
And connecting that back to the money side of things, these nicer features, they don't just feel good, they can actually make the house worth more over time.
That's a really important point. A well-maintained, upgraded home tends to build value, what people call equity. Some people even find ways to make it work financially, like maybe renting out a spare room. That can help cover the mortgage. And don't forget things like good insulation or even solar panels. They might seem like upgrades, but they can save you real money on bills down the line.
Okay, so putting this all together, if you're listening and thinking about making that move to a bigger place, what are the smart practical steps? You mentioned knowing the price. How do you figure out what's fair?
Right, first things first, do your homework on prices. Look at what similar houses nearby have actually sold for recently. People call these comps or comparables. It gives you a baseline so you know if a price is, in the right ballpark.
And then checking the actual house, like looking under the hood.
Oh, absolutely crucial.
Yeah.
You need to check the house out very carefully, almost like a detective. Make sure the structure, the walls, the roof, the plumbing, the electrics, all that stuff is in good shape. Get a professional inspection if you can.
Good advice. And the money side. Planning that properly seems key. It's not just the price on the sign, is it?
Not at all. You need to think about all the costs. There's the house price itself, obviously, but then there are costs for the legal paperwork, transfer duties, lawyer fees, that kind of thing. And it's always smart to have a little bit extra set aside, for any small repairs or maybe little improvements you want to make right away.
So budgeting for everything is really important.
Definitely. If you do these things, check the prices, inspect the house properly, plan your money carefully, you're setting yourself up to make a really good choice, a choice that helps your finances grow and, just as importantly, makes your family happy in that new, bigger home.
We've covered some really useful ground today, I think. Thinking smart about moving to a bigger home, especially considering local factors like we discussed for Bloemfontein. So remember, picking that right location and having a solid plan for the upgrade itself that can mean a better life and potentially a better financial position later on.
Exactly. What really stands out, I think, is that understanding your specific local market and knowing which upgrades give you the best bang for your buck, well, that can really help you on your property journey.
And we found all this helpful information and data over at revolveestate.com. Definitely worth checking out if you want to learn more.
So maybe the big thought for you to take away today is this. How can thinking about where you live and what makes your daily life better in that home, how can that also be the smartest strategy for building wealth and securing your financial future? Something to mull over.